minutes after 7 o'clock. You're listening to AM Ocala Live, and we are broadcasting live this Friday morning. It is October 4th, 2019. Thank you for tuning your radio to the source. Good morning, Robin. How are you doing over there?
I'm good, Larry. Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay.
Nice.
Let's see. We got a little weather forecast here. Not much to tell you. That's good news, right? 68 degrees right now, 92 the expected high today. There is no mention of rain in today's forecast. Tomorrow, Saturday, there's about a 15% chance we'll see some rain. Otherwise, highs are around 89. Sunday, highs around 87 with about a 35% chance of rain. Monday, about a 37% chance of rain with highs around 88. And kind of copy and paste that and make that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Next Friday looks pretty much like today. So anyway, looking forward to tonight. First Friday is today of the month, first Friday of the month. So the first Friday Art Walk is tonight, and looking forward to some of you coming out there and saying, hey, are you the guys on the radio? Hey.
That's right. Hey.
You the guys on the radio. Let me see what we're doing this morning. Oh, we got a new show this morning at 9:30. It's called Trader's Paradise. I'll get to that in a second. 7:35, we will open up the phone lines, talk about the news. If you went to see the president yesterday, I'd love to hear from you, see how that went.
Yeah, I love those photos from Doug Engel. Everybody from babies to genarians were there.
Genarians?
Really cool.
What is a genarian?
It's like really old, like us.
A genarian?
Yeah, that's my word.
Okay. All right, so which genarian am I? A septuagenarian?
A septuagenarian, I think.
That sounds bad. That just sounds bad. Let's see. 8 o'clock, Galen, Unold will be calling in. I was looking at this guide on how to tip on a cruise, and it never occurred to me. So I wanted to ask Galen about some of the unexpected expenses of a cruise, since he goes on cruises, and I've never been one. It's all over the map. $13.99 a person per day on the Carnival. $11.50 per person per day on the Cunard, whatever. $14.50 per person per day on Holland. I mean, I have no problem with tipping. I'm a good tipper. And ask any waitress.
Yeah.
You happen to see what's the best tuna?
Chicken of the sea.
And who's the best tipper? What? Yeah, that's how it goes. What's the best? Ask any waitress you happen to see who's the best tipper. Larry.
That's it. There you go. Good
That's
job.
what they say.
Good job.
Anyway, so I want to talk about that. News Bites at 8:35. That's when Robin and I stop trying to be entertaining. We just read the news, keep our opinions to ourselves, and allow your radio to become a great source for news for you. We do it live, which means you will hear us sniffling. Let's see.
Sorry. I couldn't help myself.
9:05 today is the day that Jim George normally would be here. And for those of you who are wondering, Jim is still in the hospital, still needing prayers. So if you keep Jim in your prayers, we will appreciate it. Sitting in Jim's place today is Martin Suter. Martin is with Homeland Optical Technology for Ocala Palms, and he'll be here to answer our technology questions, so it'll be fun to have him in the studio.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
9:35, this is the new show we're doing. It's a new old show. It's an old concept. It's not original. Radio stations across the land have done this kind of an idea.
Exactly.
And Joe Martone has cranked it up again, so he'll be in the studio, from what he says, with us.
Yeah.
I like to think of it as his show, so maybe we'll kind of back off and let him kind of do it. But
okay,
we'll see. It's still got training wheels on it. We'll see if we need to take those training wheels off and let him run with it. But the whole idea is to allow you, the listener, to call in and advertise a yard sale, advertise a garage sale. I don't know what the difference is. I guess one's in the garage, one's in the yard.
I think it depends on the...
Get it out.
Sorry.
I
think it depends on the part of the country you're from. Rummage sales up north.
Okay. We got to go. We'll be right back. WOCA Ocala.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Text messages released by House Democrats, provided by a former special envoy to Ukraine, showed diplomats last month discussing a request for Ukraine's president to have Joe Biden investigated.
Former ambassador to Ukraine Bill Taylor texts, quote, "I think it's crazy to withhold security assistance for help with a political campaign." Gordon Sondland, the U.S. ambassador to the EU, who contributed $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund, responds, quote, "The president has been crystal clear. No quid pro quos of any kind. I suggest we stop the back and forth by text."
Fox's David Spunt in Hong Kong. More pro-democracy protests, with some people defying a new ban on protesters wearing masks put in place by Hong Kong's leader Carrie Lam, invoking emergency powers. Iraq's prime minister is asking protesters there to go home. At least 42 have died in the last 3 days, more than half in the southern city Nasiriyah. America's listening to Fox News.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Limu, I love how we're always looking out for each other. Kind of like how Liberty Mutual looks out for you by customizing your home insurance. So you only pay for what you need. Limu, why didn't you tell me about the uncovered manhole? I was literally just telling you. Limu, I had no idea you could swim.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Panera has new breakfast wraps. And yeah, they're an easy on-the-go start to your day. But these are no microwave and go wraps. These are slow-smoked Chipotle chicken, egg, and avocado go-getters. They're maple bacon, eggy smoked Gouda bundles of portable bliss. And they all pair perfectly with our new cold brews. All this can be yours in an instant with rapid pickup. For breakfast that's fast, not fast food. Panera, food as it should be.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. President Donald Trump was in the Villages yesterday. Trump said he has a plan to protect Medicare by opening up privatization, saying this system offers more personal, affordable, and patient-centric care. At the Ocala airport, hundreds greeted the president. Among the notables was Mayor Kent Gwynn, Marion County Commissioner Michelle Stone, State Representative Charlie Stone, and Ocala resident Leonard Verabey, who played Little League Baseball with Donald Trump in 1958 and shared an old team photo with the president. A 36-year-old Ocala mother loaded her 4 children into a minivan, told them to remove their seatbelts, and then intentionally crashed into a palm tree in an attempt to kill the children. A 21-year-old West Palm Beach man who overslept and missed his jury duty was sentenced by the judge to 10 days in jail and 1 year probation. And SeaWorld Orlando has announced the performers for this year's Praise Wave, the Christian music concert series, in the month of November. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Our Friday will feature a mix of clouds and sunshine. It will be very warm and humid, and there could be a shower in spots near the coast. Highs of 87 to 92 for today. Friday night clear, lows of 67 to 77. Saturday partly sunny, a thunderstorm around, highs 86 to 90. Not quite as warm Sunday, partly sunny with a breeze, highs in the mid to upper 80s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Bill Degger.
Hi, this is Will.
And this is Wendy of Dex Imaging in Gainesville and Ocala. You know, we live and work in this community just like you, and we wanted to personally invite you to call us with any questions or concerns about your copiers or printers.
Like, how can I save money on my toner? That stuff's expensive.
In most cases, a complimentary workflow analysis has shown we can save your business 20 to 30% on printing cost.
Have you been kicking around the idea of going paperless? Are you considering a document management solution? Maybe you just want to ask some questions, but don't want to be bombarded by aggressive salespeople.
Give us a call. We'll be happy to answer your questions and show you how you can save money with our award-winning copiers and printers and our amazing service team.
Who, in case you didn't know, will be there in 4 hours or less to service your machine, guaranteed, and we have a 97% first-time fix rate. Check us out at deximaging.com or give us a call.
In Ocala, dial 352-433-4090. That's 433-4090.
In this week's high school football game of the week, the 3-1 Vanguard Knights take on the Carroll City Chiefs. This broadcast is presented by Wise Guys Pizza, located in the Pearl Britton Plaza, and by Wireless Warehouse, providing high-quality pre-owned cell phones. This will be one of the biggest high school football games played in the state of Florida, and you can hear every second live on YouTube at WOCA The Source or on 96.3 FM. It's the high school football game of the week right here on WOCA The Source.
All right, that'll be tonight. Hopefully Galen's back in form. I think he's been under the weather this past the last couple of days, so hopefully he's okay.
Losing his voice and everything.
Yeah, it's not a good thing when you're trying to do radio, is to lose your voice, right? And in that world of play-by-play, I mean, the excitement that you have to maintain for the entire 4-hour broadcast, right? Mm-hmm. You can't just be like we are, just relaxed.
No.
You have to be excited. You have to be up. You can't be like this.
That's one of the prerequisites. If you're a sports announcer, you got to feel like you're totally out of control.
You got to be yelling and screaming.
Exactly.
All right, phone lines are open if you want to call in. The number is 622-9622. And let's see. I wanted to ask, anybody go to see the president yesterday? Did you go to the airport? Did you go to... Well, if you went down to the villages, you probably were sitting outside unless you were invited. Uh-huh. I think County Commissioner Kathy Bryant was in the audience of actual attendees.
I think so.
One of the guys that comes in here and does this show for estate sales, Paul. Mm-hmm. Joe was telling me that Paul was down there. So,
nice.
Yeah, we know a few people who are actually in the audience of the actual event. But it says in the newspaper, I didn't go, but hundreds of people were at the Ocala airport. One of the people at the Ocala airport was an old classmate of President Trump's. Did you happen to see this story?
I did. I saw the story. I saw the photo, and I thought that was pretty amazing.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
Very cool.
And the president wanted the photo. Can you imagine? The guy didn't think, bring two.
Yeah.
Bring two.
Yeah, so is he going to, copy it and then send it to him?
Yeah, well, what he wanted the president to sign it, Mm-hmm. And he did, and he gave it back to him.
I'm glad he didn't keep it.
No, but he did ask, is this for me? And the guy said, well, could you sign it?
Well, if we didn't have to be here, we would have been there. So, because it's pretty iconic to have something like that happen in our community and to be a part of it. I mean, babies, everything, everybody was there, and it was just so exciting to be there.
I'm actually glad I wasn't there, to be honest. This has nothing to do with the president or with politics. It's just that kind of a crowd is just always so weird to me. So.
Oh.
Do I have someone on the phone? Go on, you there? Hello. This is George. Who's this? No, nobody knows. Hello. Did you ever learn that in Spanish?
No, I never took Spanish. I have no clue.
Hello. I mean French. That was the
George?
In French class, we learned "Hello, ici George, qui est là?"
Oh yeah. I took 6 years of French. Yeah.
Good morning. You're on the air. Silly stuff. Just silly. Are you there? Hello.
Yeah, I can hardly hear you.
You can't hear me. Hold on. Let me put your hearing aid on. Let me put your hearing aid on. Can you hear me now?
Here we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I was part of the hundreds that was at the airport yesterday.
Yeah, how did
it was quite a spectacle. I guess you said you were down there, right?
No,
we wanted to be there, but we had to be here.
Robin wanted to be there.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I would say there was lots of people, hundreds of people, in quite a traffic jam out in front. They wouldn't let you get into the airport itself, but a little disappointed because the 747 didn't come down. They brought them in on a smaller airplane. So that was a little bit disappointing.
Okay.
But anyways, the plane had the American flag on the tail, and it looked real nice and everything else, and the helicopters looked real good and everything. And I know the people, a lot of people had flags and signs and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if the president had a chance to see any of that, but there was a lot of enthusiasm down there. So it was quite a day.
Oh, good. I'm glad it all went well, and it seemed like everybody was happy to see each other.
One thing I want to say is the new terminal really looks nice. It's a beautiful building. I was really surprised how big it was and everything, but it's not. I don't think it's open yet, but physically it's finished. But I believe they're working on the inside. It looks like there are a lot of construction trucks and stuff parked around there, but it's really a nice-looking facility, so it's made a big improvement at the airport.
Well, that's good. That's good. Maybe I'll take a flight out of there one day. I don't know where I'll go.
Yeah, if they ever get airplane service there again.
All right. Hey, I'm glad you had a good time. So did you get to meet?
I had a good time. Yeah, I was surprised there were that many people. I was figuring there'd be somewhat of a crowd, but I mean it was a traffic jam, and I would say there was hundreds and hundreds of people from what I could see, myself. But anyways, it was a great event to go to. And like I said, I was really surprised how nice the new terminal looks.
Did you see the president?
Pardon?
Did you see the president?
No, I never saw the president. No.
Okay.
No, just the airplane and the helicopter, and so I believe that he did. Somebody was saying that he did wave to some people. He kind of got off to the side there for a few seconds, but I didn't see him myself.
Okay. Well, thank you, Hugh. Appreciate you the report.
It was kind of funny. By the time I got home, he was on TV at the Villages speaking.
Yeah, he's quick.
So it must have only been about maybe a 10, 15-minute helicopter flight down there, because it's really not that far. But a great day for Ocala.
There you go. Thank you so much for letting us know how it went. Thank you, Hugh. So the Star Banner posted photos.
Yeah.
Who did them? Doug?
Doug Engel. Fabulous. Gosh.
Nice shots of the Mayor Kent Gwynn.
Yeah, he was there.
Chumming up with the president.
Yep.
Beautiful Michelle Stone.
Yep.
Chumming up with the president, and Michelle's husband Charlie Stone, who's a state representative, of course. They were all there, and I'm sorry I don't know everybody that was there. That's a local notable, so to speak. I'm just basing my comments on the photographs that I saw. So.
And Doug Engel did such a great job. I mean, the president was there shaking hands with people. He was holding babies. He was kissing them. He took the time out to talk to people. He wasn't in a rush. And boy, and then Doug Engel got a shot because he actually got to get on a helicopter, and he got a shot out of the helicopter with the wings of his helicopter to the helicopter in front as they were flying. And Doug always does such a great job.
I think when you're talking about the president, you should say a photo, not a shot. I think
there
the
you
word
go.
Photo is better.
Yeah, those guys are coming to get me now.
You're in trouble. You are.
A photo. Great photo, not great shot. Yeah, I got to watch my verbiage.
And anybody who wants to call in about that is welcome to. Or maybe you want to call in about the political aspect of it, the whole idea of privatizing part or making possible privatization of what is Medicare or what could be Medicare, I guess. If you want to call in about that, I know that's a hot topic, and it's worthy of discussion. You don't want to take everything at face value, so if you want to call in about that, you can do that as well.
Nope.
All right, let's see what else we have in the news. Well, that cool story, I know we mentioned it earlier about the gentleman who played Little League with the president when they were like 12 or whatever, 1958.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That was really cool.
This horrible story, prayers for these children and this whole family, really. A 36-year-old Ocala woman is now being charged with attempted murder. I think that's the charge. Yeah, sure it is.
God.
4 counts of attempted murder. According to the report, she got the children into the minivan, told them to remove their seatbelts, and then intentionally drove into a palm tree. Trying to kill them, they say. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they're saying that.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, there's some trouble going on there, and some big, horrible story was averted by the fact that she wasn't going fast enough or didn't hit a big enough tree or whatever. But so thankfully, the kids are, I guess, okay, but mentally, emotionally, they've got a road ahead of them. So.
Oh yeah. Thank God they're okay. They need to put her away forever.
Prayers for them as well.
Disgusting.
Okay, phone lines are open. Good morning. You're on the air. Hello. Am I doing something different today?
Good morning.
Good morning. You're on the air. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
I think Friday is up for grabs, right? You can talk about anything that's okay to talk about on the air?
Of course. Every day is.
Every day.
Great. Hey, I want to say how excited I am that the Humane Society of Marion County got a new director.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
And it's
who's that?
Eddie Leedy, the gentleman who ran for county commissioner.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good. What happened to Bruce?
We had a meet and greet with him, just like we do with the dogs the other day, all the volunteers, and I'm so excited with the direction they're going to go.
Oh, what?
Last night I seen a post of him on Facebook over at the Marion County Animal Services, pulling 9 dogs out of there that are high risk and bringing them to the Humane Society to rescue.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good when you got the guy down there in the trenches.
What happened to Bruce?
You know, the head man that goes down and picks the dogs, and you know.
What happened to
I
Bruce?
thought that was really cool. I'm really excited.
Linda, can you hear? What happened to Bruce?
Bruce Fishlow. What happened
he retired.
to him? Oh, he retired?
Yeah. Bruce was 69, I think, so he probably wants to go sit in a lawn chair somewhere with his toes in the sand. He did a great job. I love Bruce.
No, yeah, Bruce is awesome. Yeah, I just was curious. Well, that's good. So you
but I was really excited. I was really excited when I see the director, down at Animal Services pulling dogs and, walking dogs and going through the kennels and sitting with them. And, I mean, he's a real dog animal lover. So, not that Bruce wasn't. Bruce was great, too. Bruce had a lot of great expertise, Well,
good.
And,
good. I'm glad to hear that. That sounds like you got somebody good in charge.
Yeah, I'm just excited, it's just going to be a good deal, I think, for everybody.
All right.
Maybe that's why God didn't let the guy win county commissioner. He belongs somewhere else.
There you go. That might be right. Exactly how it worked. All right. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate the call.
Okay. You're welcome.
I feel like the callers can't hear me today. What's going on?
I know. I don't understand that. I mean, everything.
I'm pushing buttons over here.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. I'll do something later. We're doing Trader's Paradise. I got to make sure they can hear me.
Yeah, exactly. And hear Joe.
Hear Joe, yeah.
Exactly.
SeaWorld has announced the Christian performers who will be entertaining or singing or playing, whatever you want to say, at their Praise Wave Christian Music Concert Series. The Praise Wave is November 2nd through November 16th on Saturdays, and the artists that they announced are Rend Collective, Francesca Battistelli, and Natalie Grant.
Oh, okay.
Don't know any of them, but I just...
Okay.
If you do, and you might want to go, then now you know.
Wonder if Natalie is relation to Amy.
Yeah, I wondered the same thing, actually.
Yeah. Gosh.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes.
Joaquin Phoenix, depending on how you pronounce his name, plays a failed Gotham City comedian who descends into madness in the dark psychological thriller called Joker, which is opening in theaters nationwide today. Co-written and directed by Todd Phillips from the Hangover trilogy. The movie, on the surface, recounts the story of the super villain who became Batman's arch nemesis. But underneath, it's an exploration of empathy and the personal impact of a society devoid of it. That's according to USA Today's Brian Truitt.
Gosh.
In his review. Critical and social media buzz over Joker has been largely positive, but there have been questions about security and the potential for violence at theaters. Let's hope there is none.
I hope so. I hope there is none. This is very disturbing.
Let's see. The next sentencing in the college admissions scheme is today when Augustin Junius Jr., a Napa Valley, California winemaker, faces the judge. Junius, who is 53 years old, pleaded guilty in May to conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest service mail fraud. He admitted to paying $50,000 to Rick Singer, the mastermind of a nationwide college admissions conspiracy to engineer an SAT cheating scheme. He also agreed to pay $250,000 to try to get his daughter accepted into the University of Southern California as a water polo recruit. Water polo. That pays a lot when you get out of school.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning. I heard they're going to take the symphony off Channel 5. Too many saxes and violins.
I thought a joke was coming our way.
Morning joke there.
Yeah.
I love you. Touche. I always love the stuff you say and say.
Thank you, Jim.
Have a good day.
It was joke of the morning.
Yeah. And
so we went to see musicians last night.
Yeah, we did.
At the Appleton.
After hours event.
What was the name of that group?
Alpine Express.
Alpine Express. And one of the instruments that the guy played was an alpine horn or an alphorn, I guess. It's kind of a weird name, alphorn.
Alphorn, yeah.
It's an alphorn.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful how you
It's that very, very, very long horn that was made famous in the Ricola commercial.
Yes.
Ricola.
They were very good. They just put on a great Oktoberfest concert, and I love all the different instruments that are played on stage. And these guys are a lot of fun. They sing and play like 6 or 7 different instruments, and it's really wonderful.
90% of the words they were singing were in German, and
yeah, that was great.
My German skills are limited to 2 phrases. I know how to say "I love you," and I know how to say "Do you have fleas?"
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
My grandmother was German, and she loved her dog. Just put it that way. Ich liebe dich. Hast du Flöhe? I love you. Do you have fleas?
Their names were Martin and Billy, and they were dressed for the part. They had their lederhosen on and everything. So, no women in dirndls, though. It's just the 2 of them.
Central Florida radio host is being charged with child sex abuse.
Gosh.
Anybody we know?
I don't know. Do we know that? Whoever it is.
The arrest of Brian Fullwider by the Seminole County Sheriff's Office stems from an investigation that was conducted by the Winter Park Police Department. Police say that officers met with a victim who said that Fullwider sexually battered them, a victim, and then them. I'm not sure about that choice of words. Numerous times between 2005 and 2010. Wow. So this radio guy was also a reverend, apparently.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you think you can trust people because of their title, reverend, but as we know over the years, you can't trust anybody.
A launch pad zip line is going through some testing as an escape system for astronauts. Spaceship builder Boeing has just released additional video of the zip line escape system of the Atlas launch pad. From about 200 feet up the tower, astronauts would use it if there was some kind of an emergency. Can you imagine that? Oh, yeah. Well, at least they'd be safe. At least they'd be out of harm's way before the thing blew up. But can you imagine how scary that would be?
That would be scary.
Get out now. Get out now.
Well, inside the VAB, when my brother-in-law worked there in the late 70s, they had zip line exercises for the construction workers that were there when they were on the inside,
really?
From the top to the bottom of the VAB. So they had that in place for that particular building in case something happened. So that was pretty amazing.
Joe, I have an idea. Since we have very short breaks in the course of the broadcast day,
yes,
we need a zip line to the bathroom.
There you go.
Just let me hang on to it. Zip, I'll be there. Zip, I'll be right back.
And make sure there's a tiny light at the top of the zip line. That way you know if it's occupied or not.
Yeah, that'd be disappointing. Listen to this. This is a touching story. You ready for this one? Mm-hmm. An Alabama man was diagnosed with lung cancer, and he was told by his doctors that he only had a very short time to live. So he had one desire, and that was to be baptized.
Oh.
His palliative, how do you say that word? Palliative?
Yeah, you're right. Palliative.
I learned that one from Jan.
Yeah, from Jan. Palliative
care team at the University of Alabama at Birmingham Hospital granted him his finest wish last month. The man's name is Thomas Roberts. And the doctor said he only had days to live. The team acted quickly. After reading Romans 6, verse... I'm sorry, how do you say this, Robert? Romans chapter 6, verse 4 through 11. That's how you say that?
Yeah.
Thomas's oxygen tubes were removed while the man was held by another man to be put underwater. He had been a lifetime atheist. He had been a lifetime atheist. He was wheelchair-bound, and he decided he wanted to be baptized before dying. He died 6 days after his baptism.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that something?
That is something.
Here's a great story. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
These guys up in Canada were hungry. They wanted some pizza. They were going to buy for the whole firehouse. So they said, let's do this. Let's order 18 large pizzas and invite everybody over.
Mm-hmm.
This was in Alberta, Canada. So they went on their app on their phone and they ordered 18 large pizzas. The only problem is they were communicating with a pizzeria down in Texas.
Oh, there you go.
2,300 miles away. So when they figured out what they had done wrong, the $300 had already been spent. The pizzas were already made.
Oh, my gosh.
So they said, can you call some of the firehouses in San Antonio and tell them it's on us?
Mm-hmm.
So San Antonio firefighters were treated to 18 large pizzas on the dime of the Alberta, Canada firefighters. Stay tuned. There's probably going to be a follow-up story.
Yeah.
Reciprocating the favor, I'm sure.
That's right. Exactly.
That's kind of a cool story.
That's right.
A heartwarming photo of a young man praying with a sheriff's deputy in Volusia County here in Florida is getting attention. Justine Tucker, the wife of a Volusia County Sheriff's deputy, say they were eating at Zaxby's in DeLand when a young man named Juan came over to their table and asked if he could pray for Deputy Cameron Tucker's safety and protection. The picture is a reminder of God's constant love and perfect timing. Tonight we had an amazing encounter with an incredible young man named Juan. They posted on their Facebook. He came up to Cameron and asked if he could pray over him and ask God for his protection. After crying my eyes out, we got to have an amazing conversation with the gentleman. The Facebook post has been liked by more than 42,000 people and shared 21,000 times.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Robin, do you like doing talk shows?
Yeah, I think we have pretty much fun time here.
A lot of people like doing talk shows.
Mm-hmm.
And now Elmo gets his own talk show.
Really?
Sesame Workshop is developing a talk show starring Elmo. It's called The Not Too Late Show with Elmo.
Nice.
Elmo will be the host. The guests have not been announced.
We interviewed Elmo.
We did. We did. I was going to say, I pictured, some guy in his underwear just talking like this.
That's right.
Hi, this is Elmo. Who's this? This is Larry.
Yeah.
Hi,
Larry. We got to call him up. He'll probably reciprocate now, and we'll be guests on his show.
Yeah, right. It's going to be like all the rest of them, Robin.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Do you like ice cream?
I love ice cream.
I have said many times, there's not a flavor I don't like. My least favorite used to be coffee. Now I even embrace that one.
Oh, okay.
I think I found a flavor I wouldn't care for.
Really?
Guinea pig flavored ice cream.
Oh.
Guinea pig flavored ice cream is being offered in Ecuador.
Oh.
The guinea pig is a consumable product in that country, and the people who live there don't find it unusual at all, but it's now part of the ice cream flavor lineup down
in Ecuador.
In Ecuador.
Oh
gosh.
And I'll bet you they have a picture of a guinea pig on the front of it, of the ice cream container. Oh, that's horrible. Gosh. Oh, wow.
So a lady named Sally Wan opened up an Asian massage practice in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And she named it, oh my gosh, look at this name. I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
But anyway, nobody knew how to say it, so she changed the name to Happy Ending Massage Parlor.
Oh, there you go.
And did not know of the implications of the name. Until somebody decided to file a lawsuit against the name and her. And,
of course.
A lady judge, Helen Gronsell, ruled in favor of the name. Now,
there going to be franchises all over the country.
Yeah, no.
There'll be one in the Paddock Mall.
Yeah, we'll shut them all over.
This is great. I love this.
A dog that disappeared after a gas explosion in Massachusetts 1 year ago is now back in the arms of its owner.
Oh.
Wow. It wasn't clear what happened to the little 14-year-old Pekingese Shih Tzu named Virgo. But apparently the explosion caused her to run away and not get hurt, although nobody really knew that until she returned just the other day. So there you go.
Oh.
All right, we are up against the break. That is a happy ending. We'll take a little break. Be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA Ocala.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The White House plans to announce there will be no cooperation with the impeachment probe until the full House votes to proceed with it. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says no to a request to suspend the inquiry.
Top House Republican Kevin McCarthy has sent a letter to Pelosi asking for her to suspend the impeachment inquiry. He raises concerns about rules and procedures and says the swiftness and recklessness so far has resulted in the limited participation of Republicans.
Fox's Jared Halpern at the Capitol. 3 people are shot in the lobby of an apartment building for seniors in Vancouver, Washington.
3 victims total, 2 are injured, have been transported to an area hospital for treatment, and then 1 is deceased.
Tim Kapp with Vancouver Police. The suspect in custody is an 80-year-old man named Robert Breck who lived in the building. No word why he may have done it. He came out of his apartment and surrendered after speaking with police for about 3 hours. America's listening to Fox News.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Limu, I love how we're always looking out for each other. Kind of like how Liberty Mutual looks out for you by customizing your home insurance. So you only pay for what you need.
Limu, why didn't you tell me about the uncovered manhole? I was literally just telling you. Limu, I had no idea you could swim.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Panera has new breakfast wraps. And yeah, they're an easy on-the-go start to your day. But these are no microwave and go wraps. These are slow-smoked Chipotle chicken, egg, and avocado go-getters. They're maple bacon, eggy smoked Gouda bundles of portable bliss. And they all pair perfectly with our new cold brews. All this can be yours in an instant with rapid pickup. For breakfast that's fast, not fast food. Panera, food as it should be.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. President Donald Trump was in the Villages yesterday. Trump said he has a plan to protect Medicare by opening up privatization, saying this system offers more personal, affordable, and patient-centric care. At the Ocala airport, hundreds greeted the president. Among the notables was Mayor Kent Gwynn, Marion County Commissioner Michelle Stone, State Representative Charlie Stone, and Ocala resident Leonard Verabey, who played Little League Baseball with Donald Trump in 1958 and shared an old team photo with the president. A 36-year-old Ocala mother loaded her 4 children into a minivan, told them to remove their seatbelts, and then intentionally crashed into a palm tree in an attempt to kill the children. A 21-year-old West Palm Beach man who overslept and missed his jury duty was sentenced by the judge to 10 days in jail and 1 year probation. And SeaWorld Orlando has announced the performers for this year's Praise Wave, the Christian music concert series, in the month of November. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Our Friday will feature a mix of clouds and sunshine. It will be very warm and humid, and there could be a shower in spots near the coast. Highs of 87 to 92 for today. Friday night clear, lows of 67 to 77. Saturday partly sunny, a thunderstorm around, highs 86 to 90. Not quite as warm Sunday, partly sunny with a breeze, highs in the mid to upper 80s. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Bill Degger.
Folks, here's a sale that doesn't happen very often. It's an absolutely low-price sale on Ocala's best citrus trees, only at Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens, with prices starting at a low $59.99 on a tremendous selection. Choose from lemon, lime, kumquat, grapefruit, tangelo, tangerine, and others. Take it from me, these are really big fruit trees, and many of them are bearing fruit right now. Don't forget those famous garden veggies. More selection than you can imagine, including tomatoes. You still get a big 4-pack for the super low price of $3.49. Fresh herbs, a big selection starting at just $1.99. And yes, 20% off on all indoor foliage. Come on out any day from 9 to 4, Saturdays till 3.